Ele era fazer esta na vida para ligou para lá. Now 7 o'clock, meeting will come to order. Everybody refrain from their cell phones till the meeting adjourned. I pledge allegiance led by Mike Billiard and a prayer by John plays on.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, thank you for the opportunity to gather tonight. Please be with the council and the mayor and the chief and the rest of the leaders of the town in progressing this town and our community forward. Lord, thank you for our veterans and our first responders. And please keep us safe as we head home tonight. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. See you, please. Roll call, this is here. Approve the minutes from March 5th, 2025 public meeting.
I move.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
second by Kip. Any questions? Sorry, Nance, I thought that didn't. All for?
Aye.
No opposed, motion carried. Mayor report, procedure from South Central Planning. Tom?
Yes, sir. First one's BC 1067. This property has been condemned. Responses to bids for demolition of the property are due this date, and CBO has an update.
This was a follow-up inspection. There is an excavator on site, but no significant changes to the structure, so it's my recommendation to proceed with the condemnation.
All right. Okay, there's a bid here, before, like our attorney, give you some advice, if not, we're on the right track. The contractor will start this weekend tearing down the house at Key Hopper. And so I don't know if we should open this.
At the last meeting, well, in 2017, the council voted to go out for bid.
Yes, ma'am.
So, it would be my suggestion that if the bids were returnable today, we open them, look at the potentially approve one of them, and then we could give the homeowner 30 days. So that I won't issue a demolition notice, and we wouldn't sign a contract with him yet.
Okay, I just want to be sure we're on the right track.
Right, I think that would be the best.
Council's good with that? All right, there's a motion to authorize me to open the bid.
Move.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
second by Nancy. Any questions? Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Johnny? Ayes have it, here proceeds to seal bidding. Grady Fagan, Highway 1 Road. Demolish the home at 234 Reforge Village, Golden Meadow, haul off to be approved dumpster site, $21,224. 21,224. Advice of attorney will proceed in the advice of attorney.
That's the only bid?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's up to y'all to decide.
I move we accept the bid.
Okay.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
second by Kip. Any questions? We'll vote on Jody.
Aye.
Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Kip.
Aye.
Tommy.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, the next property is BC 1063. This property has been condemned. CBO has an update on this property. Additionally, today is the date for the program manager overseeing the demolition slash rebuilding of the property to give an update. I'm not sure. if the,
She's here.
She's here.
Yes, sorry, she's here.
Okay.
Jerry, you have something to say?
With, Mr. Jody Sheriff,
So we need to give more time.
So,
She might
Well,
want.
Irish
and the local.
Let him finish, excuse me, gentlemen, let him finish giving the report.
Okay,
I guess we're all getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, sorry.
jump the gun.
Yeah, basically, follow-up inspection, no changes since the previous inspection, so my recommendation is to proceed with the condemnation.
She might have something to say. Here. Can she talk? You need to talk.
The last one is I had six, emails from Audwin, because they did get an update on my house taxes, the house taxes is paid, I sent a receipt. So I'm waiting for Audwin to get in touch with me to see if we can possibly skip this walkthrough. 'Cause I don't see the date for a walkthrough for this one knocked down in the building. Because that's what they're trying to schedule is a walkthrough. And I just don't see the need for that,
Just tear it down.
pretty much, and restart the building.
Okay, thank you for the report.
Brandy, in the past, I don't know if you did it or you had someone do it, you didn't maybe get the grass cut.
Yes.
All right, the wishes of the council?
I move to give 30 days.
There's a motion made by Jody Sherman to give 30 days. Did you second? You said? Second by Connie. Any further questions? Audience, no questions? We'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike? Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Aye. All right, Tom.
Okay, next property is DC 1036. This property has been condemned, scheduled for an update. The owner has until this property to, this date to repair the house. And, I'm sorry. The CEO.
Yeah, this was a follow-up inspection, the renovation work is ongoing, it should continue until the building is weathertight and no longer in a condemned state. The owners were present, during my inspection today.
Yeah, I saw they was put some siding and all today or yesterday.
So
So,
they're moving along.
so what you
They need more time.
Yeah,
I'm moving
More time.
on 30 more days.
I
Motion
second
made
that.
by Mike to give 30 more days, second by Nancy. Any further questions? No further questions, we'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, DC 1072. This property has been condemned, due to work for demolition of the property. An update on the demolition property is set for this day by CEO as the.
This was a follow-up inspection. The rear section that was torn down recently is getting hauled away. Someone was there today cleaning up and plans on buying the house. So if that is the case, an immediate renovation will need to take place after the sale to salvage the rest of the structure.
Did they say who that was?
The property owner is here. Jody.
He's here.
Oh,
The
it's
owner's
I'm
here.
sorry, it's about that. I didn't see.
Got a report for us? Any
Yes, sir.
comments?
Like I said, it's a little bit at a time, because between me and my daughter's doctor's appointments, trying to get back to work tomorrow, but I'm getting it done. A little bit at a time. Hope that's fast enough, you know, but I'm going as fast as I can.
All right, what's the wishes of the council?
I do got
You're selling it?
my house,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
always
Oh.
in progress. And there's a big progress.
He says it'll be a long process for the sale. No, I thought that's what I heard, I'm sorry. Any comment?
No, so he needs more time, so he can have a sale of his
How
house.
much more time you need
For the sale or the?
for whatever's gonna happen? We wanna work with you, but we
Probably
need.
about a month and a half, maybe.
we'll give 30 days. How about we just give 30 days and see how it goes.
30 days.
That good with y'all?
improvement, but
Yeah,
we're still
yeah,
waiting.
because the last time we said we could give you 30 days, you said I only need 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You-
what I was
you-
supposed to
that-
demolish.
that's why I'm
it, and then
asking.
Somebody else
Yeah.
came and said they'll buy it,
Yeah.
and I didn't think to do it to the phone.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
But
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I understand. You're repairing it to a condition and then someone is gonna buy it from you in the condition?
Within the next month.
Okay, and your goal is that you're gonna get it to the condition that the building inspector wants it, like to not be condemnable anymore?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I
Okay,
had the back room that was falling, that
Okay.
was my main priority because it was bad, so I did that.
okay, just make sure that.
But like I said, I was in a car wreck November 22nd, I'm still going through a lawsuit for that.
Right,
I'm only, and then you try to get somebody to work for free, or they just want to pull me $2 a ton.
Charpentier?
That's it.
Yes, the Sharp
So and to kind of piggyback on Jerry, so you're gonna tear down the back half. And
Go
then,
down and again.
yeah, so then Mark's aware that he's gonna be on the hook to fix the house the proper way, right?
Yes, sir. We got the roof left to do and the windows.
Huh?
That's what was on the paper.
Okay.
The roof, the windows and the back room, that was.
Yeah, we mostly just worry about secure the outside, if you follow me.
All right,
But you're gonna continue working on it even while waiting on the sale?
Well, it's process.
Good deal.
It just, with, like, I didn't know if I was gonna be here today because I'm gonna drive the doctor's appointment in y'all.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
okay, good.
we'll continue doing what we gotta do and try to keep up the satisfaction and. Like, well, once I get stuff done, who I gotta talk to see if it's.
Well, Mr. Johnson, the best thing to do would be to communicate with the building inspector. Because he's gonna kind of be, this gentleman right here, he's gonna be the one who really recommends to the council that the building's not in condemnable state anymore. This, yes, sir, that's him right there, and,
You got better than that, you got a card for it.
right, perfect.
Awesome.
all right, Mike, you got a question?
Yeah, and my question is for our attorney. So, Jerry, we keep dealing with Donnie, but he's not the property owner. It's,
Right, that's what I'm.
so if something falls through, I mean, it's not him that's on the hook.
Right, you're right, this is Mr. Donnie Johnson.
Exactly,
Mr.
and
Nicholas
this is
Johnson
his
is the
son's,
business, is
yeah.
the property owner.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my son.
Right,
I put it under his name because if I die,
Mhm.
then I know it goes to my parents.
right,
But now I'm gonna try to do it myself.
I understand, we just need to make sure you understand that any, monetary ramifications that come from this would ultimately, I know that in your mind, it's your property, but it would be against your son,
No, we understand.
Okay, I just wanna make sure that.
That's why I'm here at every meeting to try to.
Right.
resolve it.
Right, thank you so much. But listen, I think what they're saying is they're gonna give you 30 more days, then you need to make sure that you come back to the, second meeting in April, because at that time, they will discuss whether it's a condemnable state disease. Okay?
Yeah, doesn't make us need to be here. Because he's working like, Buchanan and.
Ideally, we would want the property owner here. Yeah, I mean, I know you come kind of as a representative, but truthfully, if any money judgments taken as a result of this condemnation, it's against your son. You know?
No, we all understand that.
Okay.
He's aware of it.
Good, all right. All right, well, you,
So,
One more. In April, to next, you want me to try to get Nicholas here too? That way he understands what's going on.
Yes, sir. And y'all haven't made a motion yet, council, but from what I understand, if y'all did give it 30 days, it really would be till the second meeting in April.
I was gonna say, I was gonna make a motion to give it to the second meeting in April,
That'll be perfect.
April 21st.
whatever that date is.
You need to come back to the second meeting in April, April 21st. You and your son vote.
On April 21st.
all right,
Thank you, Jerry.
is that your motion, Jody?
That's my motion, yes.
Motion made by Jody.
Second.
Second by Mike. Any further discussion? No further discussion, we're going on with Jody.
All right.
Nancy.
Aye.
Skip.
All right.
Connie. Ayes have it. Okay, Tom.
Right, next property is BC 1071. This property is scheduled for condemnation here in the state. Our CBO has an update.
This was a follow-up inspection. There has been no change since the previous inspection, but the renovation must continue until the building is weathertight and no longer in a condemnable state.
Not sure if the property owner has been served through our chief of police. And I'm not sure if the owner or representative is here, but
Don't see anybody, and raising their hand up.
otherwise,
So, according to what I received, they were, and Chief, correct me if I'm wrong, they were served when the registered agent for Mendez Corporation was served when, February 22nd demolishing the whole thing, you know?
So what's left to do on it to make it,
That would be something the CBO would need to do.
It's basically the front entrance, and
But it's sealed.
I know it's not much, I know it's blocked off, but it's,
I did see Southern Glass or
okay, that's what I was
The
about to
glass
say. For what it's
company.
worth, I did see a glass company there.
there,
Yeah, they told me they were
Possibly
going,
they
measuring.
were going to make the door. I didn't know how long that was
Southern
gonna
Glass
take.
said it was gonna put the front glass back up.
So
told me that a
beyond
couple of
that,
weeks
it
ago.
would be in, so that would be it.
I wish
Well, that's
someone,
remarkable.
one of their representatives would be here to talk to us.
So,
Yeah.
because we finally effectuated service for a condemnation hearing, it's Mr. Otan and my suggestion that we go through with the condemnation hearing, issue a condemnation order, and then we can, at that point, have that leverage and say, we did issue a condemnation order, and now we can order you, so you need to fix it within this amount of time, or we're gonna hire Southern Glass to fix it.
Let's treat them just
So-
like we treat everybody
So,
else.
so I can make,
Thinking.
so I can make a motion to continue the, I'll make that
To
motion.
issue the
Motion made,
condemnation.
I'm sorry.
My suggestion is to issue the condemnation order,
Okay, that's,
and.
Motion
And if
made,
it's
yes.
to fix it.
Yeah.
that's,
I'll
that's my
second
motion.
that. I'll
Motion
second
made
that.
by Jody, second by Nancy. Any further questions? No further questions. We vote on it. Jody.
Aye.
Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Nay.
Kip.
Aye.
Connie. 4, 1 nay. All right. Go ahead, Tom.
PC 1073, this property has been scheduled for condemnation here this day. However, due to issues we're having on ownership and, you know, and also truthfulness and some inadvertence and error, in getting information to the ad hoc attorney, we are not prepared to move forward with the condemnation hearing today.
I have something, just so that we're clear, when we initially, the council initially, when, two seventeen approved the appointment of ad hoc council, I believe that at that time, we were not, we had some names of potential owners. If we can make it crystal clear and the council can pass a motion saying that whoever Tom, myself, and Mr. Otan determine are the record owners, that we would be authorized to prepare an ad hoc order for whoever those people may be. Because I think the previous minutes are just saying, appoint an ad hoc council for Amnesty Board and Anderson Board. But if it ends up being somebody else, I don't wanna have to waste time coming back.
And that's the one that don't have no road to it, that's the one that's in the trees, right?
Sees the
It
seats.
is,
Right.
we're missing a municipal address, it's kind of a mess.
Yeah,
So we're running into the issue,
yeah,
figuring out who the owners are, because there's no municipal address.
that's the one the neighbor complained to me about at a report. I didn't know what
Okay,
the,
well, we'll take a recommendation, attorney, let them, and Tom, let them do the diligent and get the information they needed to present to the council.
Need a motion on
Council
that?
with that?
Are we,
Was
yeah,
that-
Mayor, could the, if I could tailor it, that whoever the record owner is determined by, South Central Planning and the town's attorneys, that y'all authorize us to have an ad hoc order appointed to represent those individuals, even though we don't have their names yet, just to skip a step in the
You wanna
process,
do it tonight? Okay,
if we can.
yeah, we can.
that's the motion you need, that's the motion we're gonna make.
Okay.
All right, the motion by Jody.
I'll make it.
Oh, you did?
The.
Second by Connie?
Mhm.
All right, any questions? We'll vote on it, Jody.
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Mike. Kip, Connie, ayes have it. All right, Tom.
PC 1066, this property has been condemned, demolition bids have been awarded. Our CBO does have an update on the size of the property. No one? Okay. Is the owner here? Is there any demolition?
This is 1066.
1066.
Okay, so at the February 3rd meeting, we had bids. We expected from the aluminum products. The question that I had was, we had the owner as the estate of Anna Faye's Born and estate of Ernie Marie Sherman Born that had an ad hoc council appointed. But Gildan LLC, who Dylan touched on, they're the tax deed owners. I just didn't have proof in my file whether we served Gildan LLC with the notice of demolition. know the answer to that question. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the company that's in Bossier City.
Right, it's in like Shreveport.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do not believe another notification has been issued.
So I'll prepare a notice of demolition for the ad hoc council, and we'll have to serve Golden Meadow.
Are we required to serve the tax owner too, person?
That was, Bryce researched it, and that was his opinion, is that we should, and I didn't look at it, but I think it's because they could potentially apply for tax filer at this time, and they've had it for so long.
So I will say this, anybody who has an ownership interest, even a lien interest, like the tax dollars, needs to get service on the demolition of the property. It's a different situation where you're not from an ownership perspective, but the title owns, but when you're gonna, a creditor, if you will, loses, it has the risk of losing his investment, if you will, his asset, which is property right, they have to do it.
We just wanna make sure we're doing that correctly, so that we don't, are moving any loose ends.
So we'll get with Ms. Jones.
Okay,
And get on this.
all right.
All right, PC 1054, this property has been condemned until April 7th to repair what is demolished, so there's no action necessary on this item. Next is a list of DC numbers, DC 1074, 75, 76, 78, 80, and 81. All these properties, they have been inspected, but there's no date yet set for, come before the council for condemnation. So it's an abstract, we're researching ownership and all that. So first we do is, we make sure it's condemnable, getting our spec out there. And once his report is prepared, this thing, then we go check the ownership of the property, so we're in that phase.
Okay.
Getting ownership.
Can you email me those reports, please?
Yeah, there should be an NGO, but we'll be happy to send it to you as well.
All right, thank you, Tom.
And Mr. Mayor, that completes my report.
All right, let me look at do we need to be anything else, you ready? Do you need them under your current reports? Do you need Mr. Commodore? I know they got a long way to go back, so.
Thank y'all very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Have a good night.
Building permits, we don't have any. God bless you, you have a sneeze. What did you say?
Yeah.
Aquaculture license, we don't have any. Project status report, Mr. Blazon.
Good evening, the sewer phase 7 project is winding down, they just pretty much need to finalize the tops and the pumps of the lift station in the back of Randall. We worked on getting power to it last week, so that's rapidly wrapping up. So by the end of the month, that should be finished. Seawall, we are again waiting on the Regional Authority grant application, and we have to apply for the capital outlay for the matching funds for that particular thing, so they go into session next month, I believe. Infrastructure grant applications, the FMA grant, we have provided some information to town on Oak Ridge and Brissett. We are, excuse me, close to getting that same information to Jefferson and Armand. I think both of them will be in next week. Definitely Armand, Jefferson, might be a week after that. Clean Water State Revolving Loan Fund, sewer phase 8 along Cherry Lane. We did take bids on March 11th last week. The low bidder was LA Contracting in $435,830, which is actually a little bit below our estimate. We are providing paperwork for recommendation. I think we got that to y'all on Friday, but it's not time for this meeting, that y'all kind of need to have the Clean Water Revolving Loan Fund.
Who you said it was, sea level? Who you said?
LA Contract,
LA.
the same people that are doing the Williams Lift Station project. that's another reason why we don't need to be awarding that right.
That's
But
unusual,
next meeting, we should be.
that's unusual, it comes below, below,
Yes.
very unusual, but we'll take it.
Yep.
Here, Mondale Sea Drainage, I brought in some preliminary plans, tonight, Mike had needed 3 copies, so. One more. New capital outlay request, again, session starts next month for those various projects. The chlorine contact chamber, we had asked quotes for plumbers for last Thursday, we did not get any. I speak to one of the plumbers, they are waiting on the supplier to give them a quote on one of the boxes that needs to be done. It's a smallish fiberglass box. So I extended it to this Thursday coming, so hopefully we'll have that by then. Even preliminary flood maps, I actually did print a copy of the maps. They did not come out of my printer before tonight's meeting, so I'll bring them to y'all during the week. Sewer Phase 9. The legislative committee met about the water sector program and recommended a certain level of funding for that program that will go in front of the legislature again when we go into session. We did not make that list. However, they did also speak about if there's a surplus, expanding that list. So we're not totally out of it, but at this point, we're not on the list for CPS, any funding on that program. So we'll try again next year, whenever we find some other grant.
All right, any questions?
I got a question. For number 3, the infrastructure grant, the application for FEMA, that's for drainage?
Yes, as a drainage project.
Can I get that map? You wasn't here last meeting, but Tao had a question about his property over there. I went to look at it right the next, following the meeting, but I just want to know what that entails. Yeah. Is he included in that? Or?
So the top of the manhole, top of the catch basin should be a little lower.
Yeah, lower.
Or cut outside.
Appreciate it.
37, you said?
127.
All right, no further questions, we'll move to our attorney. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
The first item is the alternative pathway for Gulf Frontier low-speed vehicle legislation. Mr. Otan has been talking with Representative Joe Ogeron in reference to this item. It's going to be one of his non-fiscal bills. He had to advertise in the Daily Comment, and which that took place at the end of February. And legislative session starts on April 14th. Bryce told me he updated you at last meeting concerning the meeting that they had with DOTD, Representative Joe Ogeron, Bryce, and someone from DOTD. And I want to say the only question they had that Bryce was looking into was about some catch basins along Elliott Lane. So Bryce was vetting that issue. But that seems to be going well.
Good.
BC 1064 is 136 Dorset Street. We provide an opportunity to be heard. So the condemnation order was issued, the property was demolished. I actually think the property owner demolished it. But we went out for bids to remove the debris. Our contractor did go out and remove the debris. So now it's the opportunity to be heard. We sent notice to the unopened successions. They have a weird title issue with this problem where Lucas Bourgeois owns it, but there's also this strange thing that's happening with people who don't even know they own the property. So we have an ad hoc council who represents those people. They were given notice of an opportunity to be heard today. Mr. Go said that he didn't have any, proof to say they shouldn't have to pay for it. But we had to give notice to Lucas Bourgeois via certified mail. My secretary checked the tracking on that, and it was not received.
Came to the last meeting. Yes, he was.
Yeah,
Okay.
He was at the last meeting.
Okay.
We're supposed to meet with Ron.
Okay.
Joe. Joe, he did say what we had in it, it was 9,000 something.
I think he knew.
He told me he borrowed 11,000, he got somebody to do it for 11,000. I was trying to save him $2,000. If you pay the 9,000, you're saving a couple of grand, but
Right.
he didn't bite on that, so I don't know what he's trying to
The
do.
statute requires that we have to have this opportunity to be heard. I think even though, I'll ask Bryce, but even if he showed up at last meeting, his opportunity, he was noticed for today,
Okay.
and I didn't effectuate the proper service on him. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna talk to Mr. Otan. If I don't think last meeting sufficed, then I will give him another opportunity to be heard. So as soon as I find that out, I'll email you and let you know. But it's my recommendation right now that I probably have to give him another opportunity to be heard. Just like
Good. Okay.
the flood damage prevention ordinance, and, Mr. John, correct me if you think I'm wrong about any of this, but from what I understand, FEMA is asking that our flood damage ordinance be revised to reflect the new modifications that they're making.
I don't think that's entirely true. I think they're telling us it needs to be updated anyway.
Okay.
It's just, we might as well do it in preparation for this.
Okay, so that is in the works. The public hearing is scheduled for it on April 7th. So just have that in your brains that that is coming. All Bryce is doing is taking our old ordinance, the new language that FEMA wants us to have in it, and updating it. BC 1068, from what I understand, the Sybil's family demolished the property, the structure, they took the debris off, and then some new debris showed back up.
No, what happened was the contract.
So this is-
The town hired a contractor to demolish the building.
Okay,
The contractor demolished the building. When he went, somebody put tree branches and some other debris that wasn't part of the structure.
okay, so it was
So
different.
he removed it and left it in the yard, and whatever he demolished, he hauled off.
It's,
So
it's not a,
the trees and whatever, the excess, still.
it's not a whole lot of didn't want to bring it to the road. I don't know why they're not,
So
not that much.
I think at last meeting, the council requested that a letter be sent to the homeowner to remove the materials from the property, like a nuisance abatement type letter. Do we know if that was sent?
I haven't gotten it out to them yet, I just got it this week, so.
Okay. Does the letter have a return date?
Yes.
Yes.
We have, 4/7, to be
Okay.
complete. So what's the timeline for that to be delivered? It's 10 days.
I'll check, usually it's 10 days, so we still have time, you know. Okay, so letters being served by chief. Okay, and we had it returned. Okay, my last item is BC 1065, Pelican Lane, 138 Pelican Lane, and that notice to be heard is set for, next meeting, so we don't have any update about that today. So that's the end of my report, unless the council has any questions about anything.
Council has any
Mayor?
questions or comments? Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Chief of Police?
I didn't have a chance to get the stats, so I don't have it for tonight. But we are asking for a dash cam and the Wi-Fi for the Durango.
Okay, how much, you're asking for that again? I remember how the conversation, but I don't remember.
Tracy, you have the phone?
Yeah, the quote.
Yes.
So from Axon, we have a representative from Axon that got back with me, and we haven't spoke yet, but from what we're understanding is a 48-month thing, and it's gonna cost $8,783.52 to do the, for the dash cam and for the
All right.
This is
Which-
a year.
Yes, sir.
How much?
For 4 years, 48 months.
$8,702, 83, sir?
A dash cam don't cost that much money.
This is for the dash cam and the internet for 48 months.
Appreciate it.
That seems awful high. That's just me personally.
Yes,
I know
sir.
I got one with internet in my car for $40-something, you know.
I can't answer that. So,
I just find that it's kind of expensive. That's it.
dealing with, police equipment, I'm sure it's something different that comes with it, John.
It's
I'm done.
monitored
Okay.
and
Huh?
it's monitored and we get the
Right.
video footage when we need it and
Well, I wonder who's gonna be installing this?
the company.
Yeah, I
But
don't know.
Axon,
That Austin Fallis, whatever.
we have a new person.
Oh, he's
Austin
the
Fallis.
sales rep.
Austin Fallis was our go-to, but he's no longer with the company, so,
Is that the only, or can we
No, we have
get
somebody else
other
that was
bids
on
that
to
we
us, it
can get,
just-
so we can just wait until we,
Axon is the one that all the other, dash cams are through, all of our internet stuff is with them.
I have a question, the dash cam goes on just the Durango, it's not something on every vehicle?
Every vehicle has it.
So all,
The
but
Durango
just
does it
Durango,
because we
Durango
just-
doesn't?
We just started setting up the Durango, so.
Are the other vehicles set up through
Yes.
this company?
Yes.
Okay, or the
And our
prices,
body cameras are all, it's all through.
the
Axon.
prices are comparable to the
I didn't
company?
get any, I didn't quote, I didn't get any other quotes, I didn't check with any other companies, because it's all through Axon. This was, actually John Kaiser, who, expert technology that set me up and everything well, so, because that's who the other ones are.
All right. Any other questions from the council?
Is it budgeted in?
No, that's why we're asking.
So we want to add this to it?
Yes, sir.
well, so last year, when we approved the budget and we were budgeted for that, the Durango was not part of the fleet at the time. Which is why we're adding.
We don't have all the things yet, so we just wait until until you speak with someone to discuss it, and then we'll go from there. So right now, we're not yes or no today.
We need to get the Durango set up, so,
We need to
Yes.
approve and say yes or no.
We need,
Yes.
yes, it's a yes or no, we need to approve this,
If-
any, whatever.
We want more estimates.
And what you said, 7,800? Or
8,700.
8,700.
8350.
Okay.
Roy?
When it comes to the in-car cameras and the internet, you can use a MiFi. The town does have 2 MiFis for the department. But the $8,000 seems like it's a lot of money. But for the safety and security of the public, the videos record, they're safe forever. You can send them, ship them. They're certified to where the videos that go actually on the server, when you send them to the DA's office or something, there's no chain of custody that's broken. So the $8,000 is what we use, or the Axon is what the town uses now. Body cam, in-car cam. The in-car cam is also connected to the radar, which is connected to the MiFi, which is connected to your laptop, to where you can get access anywhere to see the cameras real time. If you choose to pay that feature when your officer's on a traffic stop, you can be anywhere you have internet connectivity, and you can actually see the traffic stop going live. I mean, this is all functions
So it
that
is a
most police
necessity.
departments use. So the $8,000 it is a lot of money, but the function that it does serve a purpose. It does serve a purpose.
If I do remember, Mr. Mayor, years ago, I requested, because we had issues with not having cameras, to get body cameras, and when the lights turn on, your camera's on, so it protect the deputy and the public.
And the person.
And it's helpful in court, you know, for this,
Yeah.
that test.
The
able to
picture,
fill in the
picture
dash
paints 1,000 words, like they say.
Right.
It's looking better now that I'm looking at the breakdown.
Yeah, it's all right here to break down. I'll move, we accept it.
Motion made by Jordan,
I'll second.
second by Kip. Any further discussion? Thank you for all the explanations. We'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it. Okay.
Thank you for your.
All right, we'll move on to old business, Hurricane Ida project. Senior Citizen Crowd Building, 50% rule requested next FEMA scheduled meeting on the 3rd to 18th, 25. Swimming pool pump building, swimming pool bathhouse building, or possible alternate project. Next FEMA call scheduled for 3rd, 18th, 25.
Tracy, you want that call?
Parish request bids, the second quarter of 2025 to repair asphalt road and Ridgewood Boulevard and Ducey Drive. I spoke to the parish president, he said by the end of April or the beginning of May, they should be blacktop in those two streets.
Amen.
Okay, LGAP application 2024, 2025, versus of Tahoe, waiting on award sometime September, October 2025.
Does the council want to keep this on here, or do you want this, LGAP application, or do you want?
Just bring it back when it
bring
gets
back
closer.
when we-
You know,
The
when we
wishes of the
become
council.
informed?
I move to remove.
Moved by Jody, second by Nancy. Any questions? We'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip? Connie? Ayes have it. POGM First Annual East Egg Hunt to be held on Saturday, April 12th, from 1 to 4. Ms. Connie? Good?
It's moving on, huh?
It's moving along, it's looking wonderful. I'm super excited.
Good.
Ms. Jones?
I think the kids are gonna be excited.
This was your idea, Ms. Connie?
Excuse me?
This was your idea?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I'm really excited.
And the grass is still good?
The grass is still good.
Just checking every time.
The chickens are laid.
Sal's not here for me to pick on.
Okay, have
And for y'all to know, the public is amazing in helping out.
That's a good thing.
All right. Thank you, Connie. Community Monument Act donation sign. Next step is prepare to work. We've been, Sal and Billy Joe Verde has been working on the logistic part of it, and we'll keep the council posted. And moving and looking sometime in April 2025, I think we did, I'm sorry. Committee update on traffic calm device process. Jody?
Yeah, we have, Kip and I met via telephone, but we met and we talked a little bit, talked about price. We talked about possibly, I did call the parish president to try to get funds from road sales tax to help us with it, but he didn't return my call yet. I did get a couple of, on the internet, some prices for blacktop. It could be between 500 and 2,000, anywhere in between. It's a criteria for it. What else we had discussed? The steps. We have a request. That was done. The chief has to do a patrol or something on the ordinance?
So, I don't know that they have ever prepared the forms that needed to be filled out, so I have a draft of those, I was gonna send to the two.
Oh, okay. That's what,
See them,
that's what,
that
Mr.
we have it in writing, and then we can start that process. So,
Okay. So we got the ball rolling with that, and I wanted to talk to the parish president and Dylan about, they probably know how many feet apart you should pull. They probably know that because they do it in the parish, get that kind of criteria. So we're doing that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna talk to them and get all that information.
Thank you, Jody.
Like that, Kip, that's good? That's all we had? Think?
Was it 500 to 2,000 per home?
Yes.
That's a big difference.
It's
That's a big difference.
well, it depends what they do. If you look at, you got videos, that some of them, they shave the blacktop, they cut it up, and it's gotta be done right. And it gotta be a certain width and length. It could be up to $2,000, depending what they do, or how high you want it. It's a lot of criteria.
Say put it there.
But yeah,
Is it cheaper?
so, So what would you call it? There wouldn't be a calming device, there'd be a sinking device? I don't know.
Anyhow, just give us a little.
It'd be calming, all right.
We're gonna back.
On the pool and all that, the possible alternative, you haven't decided what the alternative is.
We're still
Still
waiting to
waiting for
see
them?
the amount of funds that
So
we're
you
gonna
can
get
see.
for the project to determine what
What
is
can be
feasible.
You was talking about another pavilion or something, have something,
That's correct.
how's the meeting to go?
Yeah.
Okay, new business, council consider approving proclamation proclaiming the month of April as Fair Housing Month. Need a motion?
Move.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
second by Connie. Any questions? No questions, Roland, Jody.
Aye.
Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Kip. Connie.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Council consider approving February budget, actual finance statement. Everybody had a copy? Need a motion, if you so.
I'll move.
No questions?
I'll second.
Moved by Jody, second by Nancy. Any questions? No questions?
The only, it
Jody?
would look like, I
Nancy?
always check the,
What?
Aye.
aye, but I always check the,
You don't stop?
well, I want, you asked if we had any
Sorry.
questions. You give me a chance to,
Go ahead.
I always check the sales tax, we're doing pretty good, it looks like, 106,000 or whatever, we're doing good.
All right, we'll start over.
Still aye,
You ready?
aye. Wait,
Joey's aye, Nancy,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Kip,
Aye.
Connie.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Council consider approving the Crew and New Ring Parade request for parade on Sunday, February the 16th, 2026,
Sure.
at 6 p.m.
Move.
I have
Second.
Moved by
something to
Mike.
say.
Okay, we get a second, I have a
About the
question.
parade.
Second by Nancy?
Sorry. Wait,
I'm sorry.
We're gonna have a first and a second to discuss.
Mike and Nancy, I think.
No, I asked Nancy, she said no.
Yeah, I thought you said to talk to her first, but go ahead. I
Okay,
second.
Now we're gonna discuss.
Now we can-
About the confetti. Or what do we have to do to stop that confetti?
Well, we need to let the carnival people know that we don't allow confetti in our parade in town. We can maybe, we can recommend, the council recommends sending, I can recommend the council approve sending a letter, and that behalf, no confetti will be thrown in the parade in town.
I'll make a motion on that.
Okay, well,
I've gotten complaints
Let's
about
make
it.
it
I
happen,
don't know
Kip.
if any
I
of
didn't
y'all
see any
have.
confetti or hear anything about it, so that's the first I'm hearing about confetti.
And someone from the carnival told me they knew it already and they pulled it off their floats, but I think it was the men's parade that started in Galliano that had the confetti.
But if we're gonna do it for one, we gotta give
Do
it
it
to all.
Correct. I agree.
Let's vote on the permit, then we'll do the confetti, if you don't mind.
Aye.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it. There's a motion on the floor by Kip,
The motion.
the ban confetti.
Ban confetti or the stream of deals, like any jury probably have to work on the wording of that.
Okay.
Cause I know they have these ones that shoot like aluminum foil
Those
type
little-
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, this is not like the little, you pull the string, you know what I mean, like a kid, this is the, kinda look like a flare almost, the ones we talking about. Yeah. Can,
Really?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, the question was asked, forgive me, I forget what crew my wife rides in on the Friday night parade. Athena, and they were told no, they didn't do it. The men did it, as far as I know, not in town, a little bit in town, not as bad as up the road, so to speak.
The one that complained to me lives in town, and he was not happy.
No, it's not biodegradable like what they say, you got that mess fail.
Thank God you had a southeast wind blowing.
The building next to me, I get his screams every time they got a wind that's blowing, the screams are coming in my yard, the neighbor's yard.
I'm still picking up beads right on it, they're coming in my
We're
house.
talking about, okay, we're talking about
I
confetti.
second the motion.
Same thing, it's confetti.
So, second by Connie. Any questions? Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it. Thank you, thank you. Council consider authorizing additional money for the combination demolish, program with South Central Planning. If you're looking, asking the council to put another $50,000 in that fund to move.
Where we at right now? We had 100 the first time. I
We had
think.
100, we had 150, I believe.
So it'll be a total of 200.
I'll make a motion.
Moved by Nancy, second by Kip. Any questions? We'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie?
Aye.
Council authorizing those, selling bids for soliciting bids for 2025 grass cutting. We need to advertise in each paper, advertise anybody wants to cut grass for the town, we take bids. Right now, it's been OTAN, you had it for last year, so I should give authorization to advertise.
Move.
Moved by Mike.
I'll second.
Second by Nancy. Any further questions, sorry about that, Kip.
Okay.
Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie?
You didn't call your
Ayes
contract.
have it. Any other business to be brought up before the council? Yes, sir.
Just a couple announcements real quick. First, our Cruise LA Dance Ocean County Parade will be March 29th, 1 p.m. through the town from Armand Street, South Dakota Corporation. We are, if anyone's interested in riding, we're still accepting riders. Get with me somehow. And also, April 5th, we will be a part of Bitnap's Bayou Cleanup event. Will be set up across from the ambulance station, across from the old town hall. We'll be there 8 to 4. We'll have a bunch of stuff for everybody to help clean up our town and the bayou. So come out, have a good time with us, and help us clean up.
You can have some flowers or anything?
Yeah.
I might forget the date.
For March 20, did you put in a call? There you go.
I'll be getting all the signs and flyers and all Wednesday, so you'll be seeing them out after that.
All right, Kyle, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Joe,
Thank you,
I
Rob.
wanted to say something, but about the lights, I'm gonna have to add it for the lights. The lights.
You just called the office, you took care of it.
No, they fixed 2 of them. I just wanted to say, I know 2 of them been fixed.
Yeah, that's just an announcement.
Rod?
Oh, that's good.
I just had one other question to ask. Last year, there was a heated comment about the safety and security of our kids at the schools. The chief or the police department not directing traffic. So when I asked Michelle, they don't direct traffic at the schools?
I've been at the academy.
It's not on the agenda, it's not on the agenda to discuss, you need to get
It's
on the
not a
agenda.
discussion, it's just a question I want to answer.
It needs to be put on the agenda.
It does not need to be put on the agenda, Mayor. I'm
Yes,
asking
sir.
for a
It
question.
has to be put on the agenda, I can refuse the question.
Is this audience
It's audience
All right,
comments,
you
Mayor.
represent, I'll see what you have.
Audience
Go
comments
ahead.
is supposed to be.
I don't know that he can direct a question to the chief, he can make a comment about,
So
like,
the
I don't
comment-
think
and
the
you're
chief.
not-
We need
About an
to,
agenda
chief, go ahead,
item.
I'm saying, too many chiefs.
About an
And you're not
agenda
the
item.
Go ahead.
So my comment is,
She could say no.
campaign promises fail. That's all I can say. I have that right to speak. I have freedom of speech. Constitution lets me say what I want to say. She's not doing her job. It's a
That's fine.
failure.
That's
We have
fine.
nobody patrolling this town this past weekend. We had people breaking into people's sheds and people walking on people's porches. We have nobody patrolling the town. She got rid of 2 cops, forced them to leave, threatened with termination unless you quit. Okay? And you can say what you want. We know it's true. Okay?
Fine. We need, this town needs to move forward and work together, fellas. I mean, we can't keep politics in our community for another 4 years. I'm saying this as a mayor. We need to move forward, we need to support the chief. I mean, there's a lot to be said for the last 4 years, there's a lot to be said for the future. But going forward, this town needs to move forward. I mean, you don't want to be, we don't want to be positive, move out of town. If you're not satisfied, move out of town. I mean, the election's over, they got good people that live in this community, we deserve to work together. That's my comment, meeting now adjourned.
You should have worked with me the last 4 years.
Yeah.
We
I
had
can say a lot the last 4 years.
We had made a motion in a second.
Need a
I
motion.
had a
I make a
question.
motion.
Motion made by Judy, second by Mike. All for? All opposed, motion carried.